I've been practicing classical homeopathy for about 12 odd years now. I did my master's in medicine. But as you know, when we were doing our master's program, also there was a lot of weightage that was given to mental health along with the physical health. So, how your mind, the state of your mind, the difficulties that you went through precipitated on the body. And then once I started to practice, I started to find the same thing that happened, where all my patients were going through some sort of struggle, and eventually you could make out the connection between the mental conflict going on and how it precipitated in the body. The second thing I think when we do our cases is we talk to the patient right from childhood to their till whenever they have come. And on paper, they're fantastic human beings, right? They have achieved so much, they've gone through so much. They've got the finances, the car, the family, everything, but internally they're so unhappy. And I think that's the one thing that's always stood out to me. I always found that, no matter what happened, that people were still that little bit upset. And whenever you spoke to them, people sort of had this thing that, stress is part of life. It is what it is. You can't help it. And everybody sort of lived with this constant understanding that I'm always going to be semi uncomfortable throughout my life. And obviously, that precipitated at some point. Either it was a transference of that stress to somebody else in the environment, or it was something that it went into the body. So that is when I started to genuinely start asking the question, is there an actual solution to this? Is it something that you just have to, sort of reconcile with that, okay, life aisa hi hota hai? Or is there a genuine pattern? And I think that kind of cascaded into me studying about the mind body correlation with far more interest, a little bit more intricately, and then starting to understand the mind from the perspective of how the body functions. In the sense, we understand the body functioning in a very systematic, structured manner. It goes in a rhythm, there is a flow to it, there's always a cause and effect. Whereas when it came to the mind, people sort of just let it go and say that, oh, it's like a monster on its own and it has its own wrath, that I'm under its control and I'm not the master. And that is where I wanted to really start understanding whether this is true. That, do we not have control over the mind, or is there a way that you can understand it and then start using its power to help you out, formulate a proper structure so that you can do whatever it is you want and also get to enjoy it. So that was the entire purpose, and then it's kind of now gone into something that I practice on a regular basis along with regular homeopathy.